when your last name is the same name as the school that you attend, you know you're going to be a legend. That's the case for our guest here today. Sir, if you would, tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Billy Clark. Wrestled 103 and 112 at Sheldon Clark High School. Graduated in 2002.
And, of course, you're the 2002 112-pound state champion. And I believe that you are the longest person that I've tried to get with so far, because I think you were, as soon as I started with Josh Muncy's video, I reached out to you because I got Josh Muncy's video from your channel, and then from there we started to find another video. So, your YouTube channel, I think, had Xavier's, rest in peace, Derek Mullet, John Dials, a couple other people, and I was like, even Dan's, I believe. So, we got on yours, found yours, and then, of course, we've been able to add 36 years now to the 60. So, Billy, man, kind of give us your backstory. How do you find wrestling at Sheldon Clark?
Well, I played a lot of different sports growing up: basketball, football, track, everything I could play, I played it. Mm-hmm. I want to say I had like 3 matches in 6th grade.
Okay.
Rolling off a couple years after that, 94, 95, mm-hmm. State championship teams. Coach Matney came to the middle schools to try to rile up a bunch of kids to try out wrestling. To be honest, I didn't really want to do it.
Right.
Coach kind of talked me into it, and my brother was going to do it. Had an older brother, Clifford Clark,
mm-hmm.
and Josh Priest's brother, Justin Priest, came to me at school and said, "You need to come try this," because he needed a wrestling partner too. So it worked out for us both. That's how I got into it. Coach worked on me quite a bit.
And that's the coach. I guess every coach does it, but Coach Matney was an expert, if you will, of coming and trying to rile the troops. I know when he was the football coach at Johnson Central, they won it in 2016, 2019. He took the team to all the elementary schools, the trophy, had their big pep rally to get more kids involved. And it makes sense after Sheldon Clark coming off 2 back-to-back team titles, 94 and 95, to go ahead and just let's get the youth involved as early as we can, and let's create a dynasty. And while to that, like we just said, Sheldon Clark has 2 team titles, 1994, 1995, 19 individual between Sheldon Clark and Martin County High School, 18 at Sheldon Clark, 1 at Martin County. And if you can tell, we're kind of in a little bit different setting. We're here at the Roy F. Collier Community Center. Today it's Black Friday 2023, and we're at the Martin County Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and you're one of the members being inducted. And you might hear some background noise. There's a bunch of people outside. We're here in, I think this is the library, public library part of the building. But Billy, you are video number 16, or state champion number 16 for Sheldon Clark, and you will come, as of this filming, we have 16 Sheldon Clark Martin County state champions on video, and you're the video number 16. The ones that we're missing might be able to help us out. We're missing Archie Steps 93, Bruce Steps 93, and Ryan Kelly's 09. So if you have those videos, please reach out to us. We'd love to get them and get with those guys, because Bruce is here, Ryan's here. I've not seen Archie yet, but they want to do them. It's just getting to find them. So 1999, you're a freshman, 103 pounds, you come in 3rd place. But let's go over your tournament, if you will. The first round, you drop a 6-0 decision to Chris Shaw, a good friend of the channel from LaRue County. No big deal, you're a freshman, you get beat. But you come to the wrestlebacks, and guess who you wrestle in the 3rd and 4th place match?
Chris Shaw.
Chris Shaw. And guess what happens? You beat him by a 6-4 decision. So it had to feel good to get a little bit of vindication on that, right?
I mean, that was probably the most fun I had in wrestling that year, because I wrestled Chris and beat him at the state duels.
Okay.
And then the first round of state beats me, and I wrestle all the way back to win. I mean, that just felt great.
Oh, I guarantee you. And Chris, we're going to tag you in this, so lots of love to you, buddy. Lots of love to you.
I'll tell you something interesting about that too. Was Coach Matney got ejected from the regionals, the regional finals during my match. I lost to Woodford County, and Coach could not be there for the first round.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he was out the whole first round. You got to think, I mean, that year we had Josh Stepp win it. Some good wrestlers. Howie Siemens was in there ranked high.
And Joey in the finals.
Joey.
Joey stepped in the finals. That video's on Josh's video's on the channel as well. Third place as a freshman, that's a heck of a way to start off your high school career.
Sheldon Clark. Second, Tony Perry of Valley. And in first, Tim Whitfield, Fern Creek.
As a sophomore, 103 pounds, third place. You get to the semifinals this year, you run into Tony Perry. Tony beat you with a 6-4 decision. No shame in losing to Tony. I believe Tony was a 2-time finalist, if I'm not mistaken. But you get to the third, fourth place match, and you beat Nathan Thomas of Union County by a 6-1 decision. So 2 years you're on the third place podium. Freshman, sophomore, I mean, like, again, maybe not the result that you wanted, but you are a force to be reckoned with at 103 pounds coming out of poor little old bless their heart Sheldon Clark High School, right? Nobody ever gives poor Eastern Kentucky a chance, right?
Yeah, I mean, that sophomore year, the week before state, I wrestled Luke Metzger and beat him at the regional finals. So we were on opposite sides. I ran into Tony. That was a tough match. It was real close. Came down to close calls.
Yeah, and Luke goes on to be a 2-timer from Henry Clay, 2000 and 2002, and has one of the best state finals matches ever in 2003 against Scott Cooper from LaRue County.
In fourth, Nathan Thomas, Union County. Third, Joey Clark, Sheldon Clark. Second, Tony Perry of Valley.
Let's talk a little bit about your 2001 season, because a lot of people know the story. But for those people that don't know, kind of tell us what happened leading up to your 2001 state tournament.
So after I got third my freshman and sophomore year, I did everything I could. Was not wanting to get third again.
Right.
So that year was tough. Had a lot more things outside of wrestling. I was actually in a car accident, busted up my knee before the season started. So it was tough just for that. And then going into that season, I was ready to. I just went to lots of camps, worked all summer long, did everything I could to get better.
Right.
Came in, I was ready to win.
And you've got a phenomenal story about that. But let's kind of go over your 2001 season. In the state duels, you win a bout over Doug Upchurch, and it's an injury default, but nevertheless, it's still considered a win no matter what happens. You get to the district finals, you wrestle Doug again, you beat him by a score of 9-3. You get to the regional finals, you beat Balin Cruz Williams from Lafayette. You win that by a score of 5-2. And a week before the district tournament started, you beat Michael Ford from Trinity by a score of 11-1 at the old Sheldon Clark High School. And we've got video. We're going to insert video of all that here. But you're coming in number 1 ranked in the state. You beat the state runner-up, Michael Ford, that year. You win the district. You win the region. Coming in, you are the man. Coming into that, after you win that region, everybody's thinking, well, this is Billy Clark's year. This is Billy's the man. Nobody can touch him. Kind of tell us what happens to you, if you don't mind.
Well, I remember it was like the day before we left to go to state tournament. I wasn't feeling right. I could just tell. something at that practice was off. To be honest, it felt like somebody was stabbing me with a knife every step I took. And it was a hard practice because I kept, wanting to give it everything I had. The next morning, just woke up hoping everything would be right. Went to school and had to leave. Went to Dr. Chafin's down the street. And he said, "Hey, I got bad news. You need to get to the hospital right now." So I called my mom and dad to come get me. We went up, I think, to Ashland and had an emergency appendectomy the day before the state tournament.
Yeah.
So that was the end of my season.
And like we said, you beat Doug Upchurch twice that year. Once at the state duels, once in the district finals. You win the region. Before or during the regular season, you beat Michael Ford. Now, why does all that matter? Good question. I'm glad you asked, guys. Is Doug Upchurch wins the state tournament that year, 103 pounds, and you beat him twice that year. Doug wins the most pins in the least amount of time award. Michael Ford was his opponent. So you beat Michael Ford 11-1 in the regular season. You beat Doug twice. You beat him in the district finals 9-3. So you beat the state champion twice and the state runner-up in the regular season. You win the region, all that kind of stuff. So it has to be just like, I cannot believe this. Of all the years, and the reason I bring that up is you guys have saw Josh Muncie's 2000, he was our first video, Josh Muncie's 2001 state championship. John Dial's 215-pound state championship, 2001. Derek Mullet's memorial video, 2001. Sheldon Clark could have had 4 state champions. You had 3. You were going to be number 4 had the appendix decided it was time to rupture. That has to be just like one of those moments you're just like, God, this sucks.
I mean, I remember remembering like this couldn't be real, sitting there in the hospital during state.
Right.
I mean, you don't even have people come visit you because it's like they're at state tournament. Coach Matney stopped on the way there, and he was in complete disbelief too.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can believe that.
Unbelievable.
I can completely understand that.
From Trinity High School, a senior with a record of 24-2, ranked 3rd in the state of Kentucky, Michael Ford. His opponent from Sheldon Clark High School, a 2-time Kentucky All-Stater, currently ranked number 1 in the state of Kentucky for all classes with a 35-3 record, undefeated at 103 pounds, Billy Clark. pounds from Trinity High School, Michael Ford. And our champion at 103 pounds and still ranked number 1 in the state of Kentucky, Sheldon Clark, Billy Clark.
Billy Clark with a record of 32-3. His opponent from 29, Noah Belcher, with a record of 33-3. On 112 pounds.
Hey, I thought he was going to have to wrestle the ref, too.
Good job, Bill!
Your winner at 103.
The reason that we talked about your 2001 season is everybody loves a comeback story. Everybody loves somebody that's, been knocked down, whatever the situation, sports, life, whatever it may be, and they're able to pick themselves back up or themselves off the mat and be like, is that all you got? Is that it? Please tell me there's more to it. Because 2002, 112 pounds is your year. Let's go over your bracket. Now, for those of you maybe not familiar, maybe Billy's video brought you to the channel. 2002 was the first year that we had regions only. No districts, it was just regions, state. So now it went from a 16-man bracket 2-day to a 32-man 3-day tournament at the Dungeon in Frankfurt. The first round, you start off with a 55-second pin of Josh Hardkey, I believe it's pronounced, from Dixie Heights. So 55 seconds, man, you're here to make a statement, right? Second round, guess who you're wrestling again? Balin Cruz Williams out of Lafayette. You beat him in the regional finals last year. You win a 5-0 decision over him. So you're moving on. You're into the quarters. You're wrestling Jake Wood from Fern Creek. You win that by a major decision, 11-0, and Jake goes on to get 7th place that year. So you're back in the semis like you were in 2000. You're wrestling Brad Strauss from Ryle. That's out of Northern Kentucky. You win that by a squeaker, 4-3. So you've had 3 matches that haven't really been competitive. You get to the semis and you win it by a point. That's got to be a good feeling, right?
I mean, 4-3 doesn't really give that match justice. I don't know if you know this or not, but that actually went to double overtime.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, double overtime. I got out with an escape, sudden death.
I didn't know that.
Sudden death rules.
Right. Okay.
Got out with maybe 2-3 seconds left.
I did not know that.
Coach was really about to lose it in that match.
I can see that. Like I said, it doesn't say it, so I'm glad that you were able to fill in the blanks.
Yeah,
there.
I was up by 1 with at the end of the third, and there was 1 second on the clock, and I thought Coach was yelling at me to shoot. He's like, shoot. I'm like, if I shoot and he shoots, we're gonna bang heads. Yep. And that's happened to me before. I had eye injury from that year before. I step back just that foot. He shoots. I'm gonna spin around, you know, and they called stalling, so it went double overtime.
Oh my goodness gracious! Do you have that video?
I think I do. I think
you have to send me the clips of it, because we've got a lot of, because you've been able to send me a lot of. You sent me the 2000 face-off, I believe, a couple other matches from 2000 that we didn't have. There's some other random videos that we were able to, like, oh my gosh, Billy, I can't believe you got this.
Yeah.
So it's cool that you have that. So if you can find it, you have to send it to me. But you get to the finals. Finally, as a senior, your last hoorah, your last time wearing the Sheldon Clark red, white, and blue, being a Cardinal, you're wrestling Ethan Buell from Woodford County. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, well, no, I guess that would have been the year before, because 2002, the regions would have been like Johnson, Central, Wayne, right?
Right.
I don't think Woodford was in the region then, were they?
They were in that. They were not in this year's region, 2002,
I got you.
because it went.
I got you.
It was just the district became the region, so I didn't wrestle him.
I got you. Now
I'd never seen him.
The Woodford County man, that we don't. There's a running joke that that Nick Chafin made, that he ran into a no-name named Tyler Baldwin in 2001, and Tyler, to his dismay, or I guess to Tyler's credit, he kind of took offense to that. We went down to Tyler's house and done Tyler's videos, and Tyler's like, I'm not a no-name, Nick. I'm a 2-time state champion. So, but Woodford County, man, they just pump out dudes. I mean, they just, with Coach Carr, Coach Parks, all those dudes down there, they just pump out great guys in their lineup. All 14 weight classes were always filled, seems like. And, like, you never could take a match off against Woodford County, no matter who it was.
Yeah, I mean, their backup guy could be in the state finals,
probably
in some weight classes at that time.
I 100% believe that. Like what Nick said with Tyler is, Tyler was in the lineup before that, and then there he comes his first year wrestling varsity. 2001, Nick wrestles him in the state finals, and Tyler beats him. Then Tyler goes on 2002 at 119 pounds, which is the weight above you, and Tyler wins it again. So, like I said, never count out Woodford County. And this video, it's got that we're getting ready to watch. We have the face-off, the match, the medal ceremony, and then we were able to pull off a nice piece of video, home video, I guess from your personal Facebook, that we were able to add in. So, guys, we're going to get our computer set. We'll see you guys at the Dungeon 2002.
115-pound weight class from Lady Baker. Congratulations, finalists, and good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it on!
Now you guys are seeing what we're seeing. Ethan's already been introduced. Man, this is your first time in the finals. Coach Matney's had a ton of dudes in your Chris Gosses, your Bruce Stepps, your Josh Muncie's, your Josh Stepps. We go on, Jeremy Rhodes, Scott Rhodes. What piece of advice does he, if any, does he give you before you have your finals match?
Yeah, Coach was known for his speeches, right?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times. Coach was different with everybody, though. Kind of knew what would get you, what you needed to hear. So I remember before the finals, Coach just walked up to me, put his hand on me, and was like, "It's time to do what we came here to do." And that was like, that pumped me up. I was like, that's all I needed to know.
I got you. It's time to put 2001 in the rearview mirror, and it's time to do this, right? So, Billy, man, let's go. Here you come running out. Got the toboggan on. I love it. There you are, kind of getting a little bit of a stretch in. Now, you'll see at the end of the video, but Sheldon Clark has a massive, massive student section, cheering section here. We don't want to spoil it, but it's just a phenomenal, phenomenal section.
I had a lot of family here from Michigan.
Oh, did you?
Came to see me too. It was packed over there.
Yeah.
There wasn't a seat.
I believe you have a good friend of the channel out there. Let me look at him. I have to.
I felt stiff right here.
Right.
First time in the finals.
Right. I believe that's Dave Barnett out there.
Yep. He gets that right there, and that was like a wake-up call.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, this is state finals. You need to get it together.
This is it, man.
At that point forward, it was like, turn it on.
Turn it on.
Yep.
There you go. You shoot in. You get a takedown. There you go for that Jim Matney bow and arrow.
I don't know where that was.
Well, it was an attempt at a. So you're still holding on to that leg, not giving it up. Smart. Ankle band comes off.
Headgear comes off.
Headgear comes off. Everything, but you're not giving up that leg. Now, were you, refresh our memory, were you a better neutral wrestler, a better like turn wrestler?
Top and bottom.
Okay.
I was strong top and bottom. That's where I got most of my points.
Yeah. All right, so they stop it. Then you put your headgear back on.
And then scrambling situations, I felt like I was good at that.
Now you can tell you've got some pretty good definition in your chest and your arms and stuff, shoulders. So
I had a couple good takedowns, fireman carry, high C, and sometimes sweep. Stuck to those.
yeah. So you're going to optional starting. Nice, there it is. Nice little dump.
Try to get back.
Trying to get some near fall here. We'll have to send this to Barnett and say, buddy.
Trying to keep him in.
Yep, keep him in bounds. And I believe this year you had John Thompson in the finals with you, correct?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
And John qualified the year before. We took 5. Had 3 state champs.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't there, so we took 4.
Yeah, that's. So you get some near fall there. Get some near fall.
I remember it was loud.
Yeah.
It was.
And when I was cutting this down, this is the video I got from the archive. I had to turn the volume down, like, lower the volume, and then I've got the volume low on here because it's just loud. under the lights. I mean, just the best.
Yeah. Yeah, going up to this match, it felt like I had a lot on my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that semifinals match, it felt like it was all going after that. Working tilt.
Working a little tilt there. End of the period. So it's, they don't show the score, but I believe it's what, 5-1, what, 7,
I
maybe.
had that fireman, I don't know if I got.
Yeah. So what, maybe 9-1, I believe. And you're going to cut him again. Or no, you're not. I'm sorry. I thought you was going to cut him right there.
Yeah, usually we just cut in the first
Mm-hmm.
period to get more takedowns, get a
Right.
little bit of a lead going.
Barnett comes in and says, keep it straight, Billy. Keep it straight. He's right there on it.
Easy with it.
Yeah. Easy, easy, easy. I do the same exact thing. That's just the way we were.
I'm trying to put it in his back pocket here.
Yep.
I can't believe I just let that go. You know?
Yeah.
Watching it back, sometimes you're like, man, I can't believe I did that.
Can't believe I've done that. So you're getting a near fall count there. You remember hearing the crowd like cheer, like right there, Billy, Billy. So you get some more near fall there.
There we go.
There it is.
Got a good hold on.
Yeah, that ain't going no place.
There's a little tilt. I think I learned that at App State.
Really?
Um,
That's a nice.
that's like automatic back points.
Oh yeah,
That one.
yeah. It's hard to.
I'm not gonna let it go this time. I don't think.
So you're trying like a little suck back there, but he's able to set up, come in, let it go. You change over to a leg right there.
Could have went neutral there.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't get the reversal, so
Yeah.
I think it just mattered how much time was left there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go neutral with somebody when you got the big lead like that.
Right.
really.
So he gets his one. So now we know he's got 2 points, and you get another takedown, and I've lost track of the score. So that's the end of the second. You're up big. I don't know exactly, but he's got 2. It's his choice. Or no, your choice. I guess he takes down.
Yeah. And I've got such a lead at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's he's gonna try something big.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So just trying to be careful.
And it doesn't matter who you are. I mean, you don't accidentally make your way to the state finals. You know what I mean? Trying for like a reversal there. All right, stalemate. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. It's been a great performance. I mean, a senior performance so far. Of course, we know it's not over yet, but just hang on just a little bit longer, guys. There you go. You get a Peterson. 2 reversal.
Right here, he ends it right there.
Yep.
I remember just like couldn't believe it was over.
Yep. That's a tech fall, 17-2. You win. And of course you go over here in a second. I believe you shake Coach Parks and Coach Carr's hand. Not a whole lot there. Look how big that crowd is for you there. And
I remember it felt. I mean, I don't know if it felt like everybody was cheering.
Right.
The whole gym on that one.
And there's Jim picking you up, man, carrying you off that traditional trademark lift. And then, like we said, this part doesn't have, this next part doesn't have audio, but, you know, Jim picks you up right here. And, you know.
That's it right there. Coach, rest in peace, Coach Matney.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And he takes you over here to the fan section. And he's like, here, you all deal with him now.
Yeah. He's yours.
He's yours. And just look at that crowd, man. And like they kind of crowd surf you up through there.
Oh yeah, they carried me
And
up there.
of course, everybody knows what you had to go through with the surgery year before, and it was just that was a great. I had to add that. I couldn't leave that out. You know what I mean? And here's the medal ceremony.
Yeah, I felt like Coach was so excited he about threw me off.
I can believe that. I can get out of here, Billy. What are you doing? There's Corey Bancamper and Coach Mike, or Coach B, I should say, for the Campbell County guys. I was listening to this. Last name was Slappy. I was like, man, that's one of the best names ever. Slappy.
Slappy.
Dustin Johnson. And then there's Brad coming up. Yeah, man. Put up a heck of a performance.
He was a good wrestler, man. Strong.
Yeah.
Good wrestler.
And it's, of course, there's Ethan coming up.
I think Brad and Nick wrestled the year before. I wrestled Brad at State Duels and beat him there this senior year too. So that's my second time facing Brad.
There you are, man. Rocking the toboggan again. On top of the world, brother. So, I believe you have your own video of this, correct?
Yeah.
And, like, we'll wait till this finishes here. We want to give you all there it is. So, watching it back, you've kind of said, I wish I'd have done this, but does it play out like the way that you remember, like it taking place on the mat?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I just remember him making that first attack, and that was kind of the wake-up call for me in the finals where I was just, it's time to turn it on, and it's,
Yeah, no, and, Billy, we've been wanting to do Billy's video in person for a long time, and we just haven't been able. Today was the day, and I think the coming back from adversity, the coming back, missing the 2001 season, knowing that you beat both finalists, beat the state champion twice, and then knowing that just because a season doesn't go your way doesn't mean a career doesn't have to go. It doesn't mean you can't obtain one of your goals of winning. Now, you may not be a two-timer, but at least you're on top of the podium once, and all that hard work paid off. You're here today getting inducted into the Martin County Hall of Fame. But then what you said about being in the finals is just because you're a senior, just because you're supposed to be there, doesn't mean somebody's going to take it easy on you.
No, it wasn't going to be given to me.
Right.
I like that semifinals match, winning double overtime. I had to show up. I had to put in the hard work before that to get there. And nobody was going to give it to me because I had appendicitis.
Right, exactly. Nobody's going to feel sorry for Billy Clark.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, they're all there to win.
They're all there to be number one, and that's we said another. I don't remember the first person I heard it from. It was on a MMA interview or something. But he said sometimes you got to be hit to know you're in a fight, and sometimes you got to be almost taken down to realize, hey, I better turn this on. This is not going to go in my favor if I don't do something differently. So, Billy, man, we like to give people, no matter who it is, we like to give everybody a chance to, like, add anything, say anything, thank people. So this is your opportunity. If you'd like to say anything, add to it, take away, thank people, whatever, this is your opportunity, man.
Yeah, just thanks to, obviously Coach Matney.
Right.
Getting me out in wrestling and always being there and pushing me.
Mm-hmm.
He knew how to get that extra little bit out of you.
Yep.
Knew how to motivate you.
Mm-hmm.
My parents taking me to all the practices.
Right.
And just supporting me through everything I had to face.
Right.
And all the other parents and other wrestlers, my teammates, everybody, they were always there and supportive. So thanks to them. I would say, if you're, just don't quit. Just never stop working towards your goal. Mm-hmm. And don't think anybody's going to give it to you. Right. You got to work hard. You got to earn it. Right. And just don't try to compare yourself to somebody else.
That's good.
There's a lot of banners.
Mm-hmm.
There was banners for Sheldon Clark, all the state champions, and you can't compare yourself. your career to somebody else's. I'm a one-time state champion. I'm not going to compare myself to somebody else and say,
right. Yeah, no, I listen, I get it. And
just try to get better yourself.
Whenever I was, like, we met with Isaac Knable, Isaac 2000, 4-time state champion, St. Xavier, 2-time most outstanding. And it was going to be hard to knock Isaac out of that most outstanding wrestler award again. But your performance of what we have on video, which we have all the 14 bouts from 2002, man, you perform as well as Isaac. I mean, you really do. Isaac, I love you. I've been to your house. We've done all 4 videos there in your basement. I love you. You're my boy. But I mean, it was between you and Isaac. In my opinion, what we have on video, you and Isaac were 1A, 1B, or however you want to label it. But man, you put up a heck of a performance, and like I've said in other videos, I think you're one of Sheldon Clark's best wrestlers. It's a tight race between you, Josh Stepp, and Jeremy Rhodes. Those you three, just your state finals performances that we have on video. You can't really compare Bruce because Bruce was just an animal. I mean, he was just a mauler. He'd go out there 1 or 2 techniques, and he was just so big, so strong, 3-timer. But as far as wrestling goes, like I said, you, Josh Stepp, Jeremy Rhodes, great performances. But Billy, man, thank you for being here.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it. I'm glad we were able to get this lined up, and we'll go ahead and cut you loose. And guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the mats.